Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I took a real break this time. 2 weeks, no studio at all. Still did some stuff to do with music, but wasn't in here. Allowed myself to rest, and it's feeling really good. My brain feels clear, my mind feels fresh, and I'm ready to rock and roll. We have one more quarter, one more semester at Icon Collective until we are done. 2022 is going to be a legendary year. I cannot wait. Let's get right into things. Good afternoon and welcome back to another episode of Sunday FUNDAY. Here we go, the very first Sunday FUNDAY of the last quarter at Icon Collective. Let's get right into it. All right, here we are in level 6, and I'll give you a little second here to take a little peek at everything. Looks like we have more songwriting, more music business classes, and lots of music theory coming up. All right, let's get into Unit 1. Writing for Voices 1, Dominant 7th Chords, Intro to Marketing. Welcome to Level 6, the final level of our online music production program. In this level, you'll continue your study of songwriting, advanced music theory, and the contemporary music business. You'll complete your Icon program by designing a plan to launch your artist identity after you graduate. First up, back into songwriting. In this lesson, you will explore vocal ranges, vocal timbres, common terminology in singing. Pushing forward, we have a keyboard techniques class, Dominant 7th Chords. In this lesson, you will learn how to construct and use dominant 7th chords. The dominant 7th chord formula, all 12 dominant 7th chords chromatically, all 12 dominant 7th chords around the circle of fifths, dominant 7th chords in composition, dominant 7th chords in the minor scale, and dominant 7th chords in the major scale. Moving along here, we have Music Business, Intro to Marketing. In this music business lesson, we'll begin our study of contemporary music marketing, the difference between marketing platforms and tools artists commonly use, popular themes that help drive marketing campaigns, how to create a successful marketing campaign. And of course, as we always do, we close things out with a keys playing assignment. Well, we have an absolutely jam-packed first week for level 6 at Icon. I'm really excited to continue learning about songwriting. I actually took a small learning how to sing course over the holiday break. My hope is that somewhere down the line, maybe in a year, maybe 2, I will be able to sing on my own tracks. I hope that your holidays went well and that you had a great New Year. I am so excited to get level 6 going. Good morning. It is Monday, January 3rd, and we've got our lessons open. We've got Ableton in the background, and we're starting off with some pretty crazy stuff right away this quarter. So I'm looking over the songwriting class. There's only one, and the whole class is write a song and sing it. That's it. No more beating around the bush, no more kind of guiding us through the process. That being said, we are actually working towards learning about harmonies, but in order to get to harmonies, well, we need to have a track to do that with. Essentially, we're going to have 4 songs by the end of this quarter that are not only produced by us, but that we are the songwriter and singer on all 4 of these tracks. Going out with a bang. This is going to be an epic quarter. And I don't think I announced it yet, but my mentor this quarter is none other than Protohype. If you haven't heard of him, well, I don't even know what to tell you. Really extraordinary artist, and my first mentor session with him is this Thursday at 10 a.m. So yeah, we're gonna get right into this because this already looks, this would take me a week to do when we were doing it before. Let's get to work. Good afternoon and welcome back to Mental Health Monday. Today I want to talk about something super special to me. I am 8 years clean and sober as of January 2nd. I did share a big post about this on my social media, but I wanted to take some time and talk about it on the vlog because this is a very important conversation to have. One of the deadliest diseases out there is addiction, especially right now with fentanyl going around. Addiction is killing people more than anything out there right now. I remember when I first got sober, and honestly, everything was about surviving. I was at the worst I had ever been in my life. I had hit a really hard bottom, and I almost thought there was no coming back from it. I literally thought I was doomed to live the life that I was living. I could see no other way. And even though in other respects I'm smart, I appear to somewhat have my stuff together, I was dying inside. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and honestly physically. I had some issues with my liver going on where it wasn't filtering alcohol properly, and I could feel as soon as it hit my lips the effect. It's an obsession of the mind and an allergy of the body, and it's deadly. So that's my PSA about what's going on in this world with addiction. If you need help, find some recovery groups. It'll change your life. But anyways, I wanted to share a little more about my story. 8 years ago, I went to rehab. I was desperate. I needed something. And truth be told, I didn't want to be around anymore, but I didn't really have the guts to take my own life. A horrible, horrible place to be in. So through recovery, through counseling, through staying sober, I've been able to build up my self-esteem, build up my self-worth, create a life of helping others. And through that, I've been able to come to a place where I was once surviving, now I'm thriving. And I'm not saying that to brag, I'm just saying that because it's possible to get well, it's possible to live a life that you're content about. For me, the most important thing is my peace of mind. I don't want to be creating wreckage in my life. I don't want to be feeling resentful or guilty or shameful about anything. I want to be well, and I want to have a content life. For me, still to this day, 8 years later, it's a battle, but we keep going one day at a time. It's only because of getting clean and sober that I had the courage to quit the military and pursue music. I know that if I just continue doing the next right thing for me in my life, things are gonna work out. I'm super, super grateful for my life and the people that have helped me, and I just hope that sharing this message can help somebody out there. I'm documenting this time in my life going to school, but more so, this is what it's all about for me. I believe Elated, my music, everything that I do comes back to sharing this message. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just very, very grateful. All right, that is it for Mental Health Monday today. Good morning, everybody. Well, actually, almost afternoon. It is Tuesday, January 4th, and believe it or not, we just passed our full driver's license practical exam. I have been a new driver for over 10 years. It actually feels pretty good. It's not like it was a burden or a weight on my shoulders, but to have that out of the way and to kind of have that rite of passage in life done, full license, rest of my life, feels actually a lot better than I thought it would. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my therapy days. I had my therapy last week on Tuesday, so that means it'll be next week on Wednesday in person. Tuesdays continues to be one of my chill days, one of my days where I just get to work hard, do a little intro, tell you what's going on, and then we just get right to it. We've got a bunch of music business classes as well as music theory, and we're also writing a whole song. So that's my morning, and we're gonna get to work. Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 5th. We're in the studio and we're slowly getting to work here. I'm not gonna lie, I've been binge watching Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis. It's an older show, but oh my god, hilarious parody interviews with some of the biggest celebrity guests I've ever seen. Anyways, as far as what we have to do today, we have one more lesson to go through, and that is our music business lesson, and we are learning about marketing this quarter. Those are the lessons we have to do this morning. And then I think we're going to work on some music and get started on the assignments. Of course, on Wednesdays, we give you a detailed breakdown of just exactly what we've learned. Yeah, we've wasted quite a bit of time watching Between Two Ferns, so we're going to get into the lessons. Good afternoon, and welcome back to the Wednesday midweek check-in. How are we feeling the first week back for the final level at Icon Collective? To be honest, I'm feeling pretty level. I kind of anticipated being like super psyched and just having tons of energy, but I've just been kind of slowly getting back into things. Definitely not a bad thing. You know, I've experienced some burnout and I don't want that to happen again. All right, icon coursework this week. Like I shared earlier in the week, songwriting, now the assignment is write a song and send it in. Whereas before, they were completely walking us through the entire process. I've pretty much written my whole song, I just need to perform it tomorrow. Keyboard techniques class, we are learning about dominant 7th chords, and honestly, this is advanced music theory. I almost barely even understand it. Essentially, if you know how to do 7th chords, figuring out what the dominant 7th chord is in a minor or major scale isn't that hard. Simply put, it's just advanced chord knowledge. Keys playing assignment, already did that, got 100%. And finally, music business, we're learning about marketing for this quarter. Actually, some very, very, very critical information in there, stuff that I haven't really thought of in this way. So the things I went over for marketing campaigns is defining your marketing campaign. Product, market, goal, timeline, tools, themes, budget. Keeping all of that in mind and going into as much detail as possible is going to help you have a successful marketing campaign. I believe this is kind of leading us towards writing our own general marketing campaign and how we're going to put ourselves out there as an artist. What different methods are we going to use? How are we going to keep up with our social media? Things like that. All right. That is the detailed look at everything to do with Unit 1 of Level 6 at Icon Collective. That'll be it for the Wednesday midweek check-in today. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, January 6th. We just got to the studio and today is an absolute doozy of a day already. Snowed about 15-20 centimeters last night, and so I had to bus and walk into the studio. And honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. Getting a little exercise in right before the studio actually feels nice. Today is gonna be a crazy, crazy day. We have our mentor session coming up with Prototype at 10 a.m. I'm pretty nervous. I don't know why. It's going to be fine, but you know, it's just meeting someone new, figuring out what we're going to work on, seeing how we gel. This afternoon, though, we have a very, very important meeting coming up for our secret project. Yep, we're still talking about that. Haven't given you much detail other than that, but you know what? That's just how it goes. All will be revealed in time, and I think you're gonna absolutely fall in love with this project. Yeah, it's the back half of Unit 1 of Level 6. Thursday, Fridays, we like to make sure we get all the assignments done. We have that really big songwriting assignment we need to hand in, and then we have a music business discussion we have to do. I absolutely love doing these songwriting classes, and honestly, I feel like if I document where I'm at now, and then in a couple years from now, when I'm hopefully releasing tracks with my own vocal on them, you'll see that you can do it too with some training and practice. At least that's the goal as of today, so we'll see what happens. I gotta get ready for my mentor session, and I will talk to you soon. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, January 7th. We just got in the studio, breakfast done. We got Ableton open. This is our songwriting assignment. The writing part of the song actually came together really quickly for me. The only other assignment we have to do today is our music business marketing comparison. Pretty good first week back. Let's get to work. Well, hello there. Welcome back to the Friday Fireside Chat. Let's wind down from the week by taking a nice deep breath. In, hold, and out. That's better. We're gonna keep it short and sweet this week. I got a couple of amazing Ableton keyboard hacks that I want to throw your way. This is dependent on if your keyboard has faders or pads, but honestly, it's just great information. So the first one up is faders. Now, I don't know why this is the default setting in Ableton, but I know when I move my faders on my keyboard, my volume jumps to wherever that is. Most of the time it's turned down all the way, which is not what I want. So here's how to change that setting so when you move your fader, it will only change once it gets to the exact same point on the hardware as it does in the software. Let me show you how. Here we are in Ableton. Let's go to this view. We got our 3 samples here. And we want to do a quick mix of this using our faders over here on our keyboard. Now if you look, I have the Novation SL MK3, a beautiful keyboard, and there are the faders. Now you'll notice if I flip over to session view and I start to manipulate these, nothing is happening. You'll notice at the bottom it says track volume is awaiting pickup. Go into your settings here, go into your link tempo MIDI section, and in this takeover mode under MIDI you'll choose pickup. And so pickup mode means when you move the fader and it meets the same volume, that is when you start to control it. Take a look. So we're all the way down. This is a much better way to do a quick mix with your controller faders. All right, second one up. How can we use these pads to get more creative with our percussion? Well, the whole reason I upgraded to this keyboard was because I want to do everything by hand. I want to get inspired and I want to be able to put all the patterns in myself. I don't want to be clicking with my mouse trying to draw them in. I just want to get to work. Now I'm going to show you a easy, quick way to get your drum patterns going. Check it out. Here are the pads on my controller. And now that we've mixed things, let's make our own custom shaker pattern. First things first, let's drag in a drum rack. Find yourself a nice shaker and then just drag it in anywhere that lines up with your pads. Boom. And there it is showing up. Pressure sensitive pads. And let's just hit record and see what comes up. I really like that last pattern I did. Let's check it out. So that's using my intuition and just doing what comes up in the moment for a pattern. There's no way dragging and dropping loops or samples and clicking them in one by one with the mouse that I would be able to come up with something like that. Using your hands, programming in the rhythms yourself, it just makes things that much more human and that much more memorable. Well, how about that? Two clever ways to use your keyboard that you might not have known about. If you have any questions or there's anything that you want to see in Ableton or that has to do with music production, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to get to it in the following weeks. All right, that is it for the Friday Fireside Chat today. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, January 8th. We got Ableton open. Saturdays, we are continuing on with Sound Design Day. Yeah, one big long vlog. Don't really like doing that. Makes it too long. It's too much to edit at one time or over a couple days instead of spreading it out, etc., etc. Boring, boring, boring. Let's get to work, how about? Good afternoon and welcome back to Sound Design Saturday. I got a lot going on in the studio today, including setting up my brand new MacBook Pro. I'm trying to switch from a Mac Mini setup to a laptop portable desktop setup hybrid thing. Never done this before, always have had two different computers. So if anybody has any tips out there on creating a laptop desktop hybrid thing, leave a comment below. Let me know what your setup is like. Anyways, let's quit blabbing on and meet me over by the computer. I've got a nice drum loop set up and we are just going to do this rapid fire style. Let's go. pretty nice sounds in there, some pretty unique sound design. We did a lot of great work this week, and I'm looking forward to Unit 2. That'll be it for Sound Design Saturday today.